Raynon here today is yet again at the build showcase, and it's Guandao Prime. Today I'm going to show you 3 builds, but first, how do I obtain Guandao and Guandao Prime? So let me show you. To obtain the Guandao, you have to join a clan, teleport yourself to the Tenno Labs, interact with this console right here, type Guandao, there it is, and it's 15,000 credits, and these are the materials. That's how you obtain the regular Guandao. Now for the Prime. For the Guandao Prime, sadly it's vaulted, so you can't really farm these relics for the parts. The only way for you to obtain the set, or technically the parts, is to buy from someone. Right now it's like 45 to 50 plat a set, which is kinda good. I will say it's cheap, and this is one of the strongest pole arms, so I will recommend. Now for the builds. For the first build, this is the new player setup. The mods I'm using here, we have Prime Reach for range, Fury for attack speed, Gladiator Might for critical chance critical damage, Fever Strike for Toxin, North Wind for cold, and Toxin gives you viral when you proc viral to enemies. Enemies will take more damage from any source, Pressure Point for melee damage, Sacrificial Steel for critical chance, and Organ Shatter for critical damage. These mods here will highly recommend new players to use, and now it's time for the Steel Path builds. For the second setup, this is the Influence setup. The mods I'm using here, Prime Reach for range, Quickening for attack speed and combo count chance, Galvanized Steel for critical chance critical damage, Shocking Touch for electricity, Prime Pressure Point for melee damage, Galvanized Elementalist for stats damage. This is a multiplicative damage increase for our damaging elements, and we will proc a bunch of slash and electricity, so this is quite good, and it also gives us stats chance. Weeping Wounds in Blood Rush, we will always have 12x combo all the time. This is going to give us 440 stats chance and 440 critical chance. These are the mods. For the Action Weapon Adapter, you can use whatever Tenkai you want. For the Arcane, Melee Influence, on Electricity status effect, we do have Shocking Touch. 20% chance for Elemental status effect to apply to every enemy in 3 meter radius for 18 seconds. This is going to help you out a lot with clear. For the stats, the attack speed is average, range is above average, follow through is below average, Riven Display is not good, I will not recommend, critical chance is good, critical damage is good, status chance is below average, and total damage is good. These are the stats, the mods, the Arcane, and now it's time for me to show you the final setup. For the final setup, this is the melee exposure setup, the mods I'm using here. The mods here are nearly the same. I did remove Galvanized Elementalist and Shocking Touch for Prime Fever Strike and North Wind. North Wind and Fever Strike, Toxin Cold, gives you viral, and that's it. These are the mods. For the Action Weapon Adapter, still I will recommend Tenkai. For the Arcane, Melee Exposure, on ability cast, you gain 60% corrosion damage on melee strikes for 25 seconds, stacks up all the way up to 240, which is a lot of increased damage, and a free corrosion damage. That's the Arcane. For the stats, instead of electricity, it's going to be viral. And there you go. These are the stats, the mods, the Arcane, and now it's time for me to show you these 3 builds against the units. Alright, let's start. This is the new player setup. I'm going to spawn level 40, regular star chart, Arcane Bedroom Dudes. No buffs to armor strip. We're going to hold the melee attack button and everything is going to disappear, as you can see. For regular star chart, this thing is going to easily carry the hell out of you. Now for the Steel Path builds. Next one is Influence. And there it is. I will spawn level 205, Steel Path, same units. We need to get some stacks, get some combo real quick. We are spreading the electricity with Influence. That helps us a ton with clear. There we go, these guys. And this is also without buffs or armor strip. So if I were to use some buffs, for example Nourish, something that everybody can use, it's a helmet ability. All these units will disappear much quicker, as you can see. The clear is much better. One more time. Yep. There you go. Now for the final setup, the exposure. There it is. Spawn these units yet again. I'll spam my first ability to get exposure stacks. There it is. 240% corrosion damage. Let's get some combo and stacks real quick. 4x, 5x, orange and yellow crits. Sooner or later you're going to see only orange. Use my first ability. And there you go, let me show you again. Now I have 12x combo. And all these units will disappear much quicker now. Heavy gunners are gone, bombards. All these butchers are dead in 2 swings. Lancers, same thing. And yeah, there you go. Those are 3 builds. Now it's time for me to show you the exposure setup against Steel Path enemies. So, let's go. And we are in. I'm up against the corrupted enemies of the void. Steel Path, of course, it's survival. The map's called mod. Going to show you this build here. I spam my first ability to get some exposure stacks. I do a lot of damage, constantly swing. I proc Viral Corrosion / Puncture Impact. You can of course remove Prime Pressure Point for Condition Overload for more damage after a couple of status procs, which you will. We do have Weeping Wounds on this setup. There you go. It's still a very good polearm. Still is one of the best polearms. It is vaulted, so the only way for you to obtain it is to buy it from someone. It's 45 to 50 plat. It's worth it, in my opinion. It's a good weapon. If it was like 100 plat, I will not recommend, but it's 45 to 50. There we go. Spam my first ability yet again. I can use my first ability as a buff now. Free heat damage, overall damage increase. Vor. Hi Vor. Goodbye Vor. There we go. One of the biggest weaknesses polearms have right now is the follow through. 60% is extremely weak. So the consistency on clearing ads is much slower. But they do have a consistent attack speed, they have the range. Overall good critical chance, critical damage / chance. That helps. Yeah, I can use my first ability as well. Hold my fourth ability, first ability. Activate my second ability for some DR to help me out. I need to remember I have to recast exposure to help me out, of course. But yeah. There we go. I will now wait for the Acolyte to spawn, so be right back. There he is, finally. Where are you, sir? Time for you to die. Exposure is gone. Let me recast. There we go. And... oh! Give me a second. Come on, sir. I wanna... oh, there we go. We got him. Alright, perfect. Time for me to leave, boys. And yet again, be right back. And there you go. Guandao Prime is still viable. It's still overall a good Prime polearm. That's the weapon. Those are the builds. I hope you guys enjoyed the builds. Thank you yet again everybody for watching. Leave a like and sub. And of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.